What is up, perverts? How's it going? Yes, we are back with another pervy game. Now this one's actually a demo. This one upcoming is called Even in Sorrow, The Black Lily Blooms. And more information will be posted down below, but you can actually get the demo yourself right now and, of course, join their Discord / support their Patreon. All links will be down below. All you gotta do is click show more. So let's get into Even in Sorrow, The Black Lily Blooms. Demo select. Select the demo you wish to view. Well, guess where? Whoa, oh shit. I must obey Mary. Alright, we must obey Mary. That took a turn for the worst. Social Studies was the last class of the day, fortunately enough. That being said, the day was extremely slow, as I waited for my chance to talk with Miss Mallow. Have you ever been mellow? Have you ever wondered why? Sorry. Of course, nobody would notice anything different with me, since I didn't put much effort into my classes anyway. I only made notes of a few homework assignments. I pretty much drowned out the lessons with thoughts of executing my plan of hypnotizing Mrs. Mallow. Oh jeez. When I finally arrived in my social studies class, most of the time I glanced at Mrs. Mallow and the clock, eagerly anticipating the final bell. Mrs. Mallow. Wait, Miss Mallow or Miss Marsh? I don't know. Answers to the question on page 65 on lined paper and hand them in at the start of tomorrow's class. It will be on the next test, so don't be afraid to ask anything you don't understand. She spoke in a usual kind... well, okay. Just pretend it was a kind tone, okay? As she told us our homework assignment, my eyes wandered from a pretty face to a nice waist and legs. I felt a bit of a flush build up in my cheeks and looked back at the clock. Oh god. 1 minute to go. I guess that makes sense, since she was telling us what to do for homework. I subtly moved my textbook and binder full of papers near my one bag, preparing for the moment the bell would ring. But then I realised I wasn't going to run immediately like usual. Old habits were hard to get rid of, I guess. The last school bell rang out shortly as I was thinking that, and I got up hastily. However, instead of rushing out the door like usual, this time I made a beeline straight to Mrs. Mallow. By the way, this is a channel called The Lewd Levels. It's a place where we get lewd. So all you lewders out there, if you haven't subscribed or whatever, make sure to hit the subscribe button for a daily dose of lewdness. Hell yes. So let's get into this more. Mrs. Marsh? I'm shit with voices, okay? Oh, what is it, Mary? I'm thinking about entering the talent show. There was no warning or indication that I was interested before, on top of the fact that Mrs. Mallow already knew about my lack of motivation, so she's understandably surprised. So is this Mrs. Mallow Marsh? Hell yeah. You are? That's wonderful. But why are you telling me about it? Well, I'm nervous showing my talent to everyone, especially since I don't normally interact with anybody. That's why I was wondering if you have any free time. I'd like to show it to you and see what you think. Mrs. Mellow's surprise blended back into her usual warm smile. I'd love to see your talent, Mary. It seems there are other people waiting to speak with me though, so could I ask you to wait while I answer their questions? I looked behind me to realise that there was 3 other students waiting to talk to Miss Mallow, and completely ignored everything when I went to see her. So I hadn't even noticed. Sure, I can wait. I went back to my seat and waited for her to answer the students' questions. The first 2 didn't take very long, but the last one appeared to be about a difficult topic coming up on test in 2 weeks, so 20 minutes had passed since I talked to her. I had practiced hypnosis online through text before this, but it was my first time trying it out in person. I thought I would have been more anxious about this, but as time passed I felt myself anticipating the moment when I'd be left alone with her. Eventually the student left and Mrs. Mars closed the door, probably be considerate of me. I'm sorry that took so long. No, it's okay, I didn't have any plans tonight. I could probably finish the homework, probably in a short time. I see, so what's your talent? Despite the fact I was calm just moments before, I hesitated, but my newfound desires pushed me forward. My talent is hypnosis. Ah, I see. Hypnosis? Once again, her reaction was understandable. It only made me more self-conscious, however. Look at my eyes, not wrong, the eyes are wrong, look at my eyes. 3, 2, 1, no, just kidding. Yes, it's not normal, but you said I need to make friends, right? Won't doing this make others interested in me? Well, it's true that I said that, but couldn't you just talk with your classmates? Why go about making friends in such a roundabout way? I was expecting to say something like that, but I already come up with a response to that. Man, I'm ready. But I never know how to start a conversation with others. Every time I try, I just fumble through my words and things become awkward. I've gotten sick of failing all the time. I really do want friends. Mary. That's why I have to do this. If people know I have this hobby, I might actually have something to start talking to them about. Please, Miss Marsh, please, let me practice with you. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking to other than my brother. He's busy at work most of the time. That's why I wanted your help. I'll be too nervous if I haven't practiced at all, and then I'll miss my chance. I put my heart and soul into my excuse, hoping it was enough to convince Miss Mally. And sure enough... Mary, I'd be happy to help you practice. Oh, whoa. I knew I could count on Miss Mallow to be my guinea pig. Ah, that's a little mean. But I'm way too happy right now to care. I wonder when the last time I was this happy was. That being said, I need to take some care of things before tomorrow, so I can only be a little bit long. Is that okay? That's fine. How long do we have? Let's say half an hour. That seems reasonable. I nodded in agreement. It was finally time. I grabbed the purple pendant I ordered online and told Mr. Mallow to get him comfortable in a chair. Then as I let it dangle... Dangle? Dangle? As I let it dangle, Miss Mallow gasped in awe. Oh, that's pretty! Isn't it? I knew I just had it the moment I saw it. It really was an attention-grabbing gem, and the fact that Miss Mallow already commented on how good it is boosted my confidence some. So what do? You just need to follow my instructions and relax. That's all there is to it, okay? When she showed her understanding, I began to swing the pendant in front of her face. Now just follow the pendant with your eyes, watch it as it swings back and forth, side to side, and back and forth. Miss Mallow just as instructed, her eyes focusing on the pendants. And as you watch the pendant swinging back and forth, you can just begin to relax. Bring all of your focus to watching the pendant so that you don't need to do anything except relax and watch the pendant. The pendant is so gorgeous, so easy to look at, and my instructions are clear and easy to follow, so even if you weren't trying, you'd end up relaxing anyway. Now I could see some changes in Miss Mallow's behaviour. Albeit nothing major, her gaze had softened a little, and her shoulders and posture seemed to slacken, ever so slightly. I continues. And now, as you're sitting here, staring at this beautiful purple pendant, swinging back and forth ever so gently, and relaxing in such a natural and soothing way, you may begin to notice that the tense muscles in your body are beginning to relax. Eh? Miss Mallow's confused and slightly dazed reaction came so suddenly that my heart skipped a beat. She seemed to react strongly to the idea of her muscles relaxing, although I guess it was understandable since teaching was probably an uptight and stressful job. That's right, your tight muscles are becoming more and more relaxed. Okay, I'll stop with that. The more you stare at the mesmerising pendant swinging back and forth, getting more and more relaxed now, sinking deeper into your seat as it becomes easier and easier to just stare and lose your train of thought. Getting just so relaxed, so comfortable, that you start to feel a deep, warm relaxation envelope you, seeping deep into your muscles and eliminating any remaining traces of the stress and tension that may be left over. Mrs. Mallow's eyes started to glaze over and her body seemed to become more loose than before. She was sitting straight up in her chair before, but that posture has slackened. And now I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. With each number that say, that wonderful, deeply relaxing feeling will envelope you more and more and become stronger and stronger. When I reach 1, fully it will fully envelope you, and you will have no stress. Or I think she's fucking hypnotising me, for fuck's sake. Right, making a pause. Anyway, let's just skip that fucking sentence. She really looked out it now, her expression completely docile. I held back the welling feelings of excitement and tried to get through the rest of the induction without instant. 10. You're so comfortable, so relaxed. 9. So infatuated by the swinging pendant that everything else seems to fade away. 8. My voice is soothing, like a warm lullaby easing you into deeper relaxation. 7. The feeling envelopes you more and more. 6. All of your stress and worries are fading into nothing. 5. It feels nice to just let go of all thought and relax. 4. Becoming impossible to look away from my beautiful pendant. 3. Listening to the melodic sound of my voice. 2. Becoming one with this feeling of incredible relaxation as it just envelopes you completely now. 1. Snap. Sleep. My heart pounded as I snapped my fingers with my free hands. I thought of what would happen if I failed running rampant for mine, however. Her eyes closed shut as she continued to breathe at a deep, steady pace. I did it. I really did it. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I just hypnotized my teacher. I know, I'm the one who said I'd do it, but a part of me still can't believe it. That's why I'm going to test some things. It's only for science, okay? Mrs. Mel will be proud in my diligence when it comes to studying, I'm sure. So first, what do I actually do, Obviously. I had lewd stuff in mind, but what do I specifically suggest to her for that to happen? I didn't want to say something too extreme and have her snap out of the trance because of it. I think about what I'd done first, and I look at her, my eyes wander to the sweater she's wearing. I'm not exactly fashionable myself, but I've always thought it looked ugly, so the first thing to do is get that sweater off, I guess. It's a little hot in here, so maybe you should take off your sweater. Suddenly her face frowned and looks like she's uncomfortable. Okay, bail for now. But you don't have to take it off if you don't want to. Just relax and listen to the sound of my voice, making you feel more and more deeply relaxed. It looked like that was enough, and Mrs. Mallow's face softened again. What happened? Did I do something wrong? I mean, she's clearly under the effects of hypnosis, but maybe I didn't do enough to hypnotise her completely. No way, she just doesn't want to take off her sweater, right? It's alright to find out why. You feel so relaxed, so blissful, that you answer questions honestly. Anything you're uncomfortable with answering, you don't have to answer. Do you understand? Yes. Well then. A soft and quiet voice enters my ears and I couldn't hold back my smile. She was definitely under hypnotic trance. Good, remembering that. Do you mind telling me why you don't want to take your sweater off? You don't have to if you don't want to, but it feels good to be honest to others. There was some silence after that. I was just about to give it a move on until... I don't like being looked at. Yeah? What do you mean? I asked how it fitted. Miss Meadow still responded. Boys always stare. I mean, I can tell that Miss Meadow has decent sized breasts underneath her sweater, but I never thought they were that huge. Okay. Now I'm really curious. I'll make her take that sweater off at the very least. But it's just us girls here, isn't there? Yes. You don't have to worry about any boys staring, it's just the two of us here. Besides, it's getting hot in there. You can loosen up around me. It's okay. She seemed to be in deep contemplation. I decided to convince her to push her over. No one is here except the two of us, and you trust me implicitly. It's why you've relaxed so much from me already. You know you can let go of all your stresses and worries when you're around me and just relax. Relax, okay. Shortly after that response, and... Oh! Can we press H? No, we can't. We can't. Oh, okay. I didn't know the sweater was that effective at covering up cleavage. It's now painfully obviously. She's stacked. Yeah, boys! Alright. I swallow. My throat feels dry all of a sudden as I stare at her chest. I know she said she didn't like it when boys stare at her, so it should be fine as I'm a girl, right? I want to see them. Damn, I really want to see them. Not because they're big, but because it would be Miss Mallow of all people showing me her bare skin. The idea that kind and gentle Miss Mallow would do something like that on command is exciting. It's obviously I was excited to do this to begin with, but now that my desires are within reach, my emotions have reached the boiling point. I want to see what she looks like without clothes on. Almost instinctively, I started suggesting something beyond what I come up with in my imagination beforehand. Miss Mallow, you're a very good teacher, listening to me like this. Good teachers listen to their students, don't they? Mallow? It's a nickname I have for you. Isn't it cute? Mallow. Yes. You don't mind if I call you that when we're alone, do you? No. Very good. Anyway, good teachers listen to their students, don't they? Yes. So you've been a very good teacher at listening to me. You're so good at listening to me that you've stopped thinking entirely, allowing my words to be the only thing remaining inside your head. Good teachers pay attention to everything their students say so they can better help them after all, don't they? Yes. Yes, they do. And you're such an amazing teacher that whenever I, your student, have anything to say to you, completely forget all your own troubles and worries so you can focus entirely on my words. You want to help me out after all, since it's your job to help students. It's my job. Yes. You will always forget about your own situation whenever you listen to me, your student, because listening to your students is more important than your own desires. No, it's your desire to help your students. Any way you can, since you're a good teacher. Help my students. That's right. It's your desire to forget anything and listen to me, your student, and do whatever you can to help me. Anything else isn't nearly as important as listening and helping me, your student, isn't that right? Yes. Listen and help my students. Very good. Whenever you listen and help me, you always feel the most amazing feeling of happiness and compliance running throughout your body. It is your desire to be a good teacher for me, your student, after all. My entire body was full of energy, and my voice turned into a low growl as I spoke. Somewhere along the way, I only made a small note of it, realising this must have been what my voice was like when I entered the hypnotist's trance before continuing on. This euphoric feeling of happiness and compliance grows stronger and stronger the longer you listen to my voice. And the more you help me, it makes me feel so good. Feels so right to be a good teacher and me a student. As an example, open your eyes. Miss Mello opened her eyes narrowly, and her expression was completely blank. It felt good to comply and help me by opening your eyes, didn't it? Yes. Don't think about anything now. You will not think of anything. You will listen and help me, your student, by taking off your shirt. It was what I was building up all the time and... Okay. Without any resistance, she helped me by taking off his shirt. I was absolutely floored by how quickly she did this, since just earlier she was uncomfortable taking off the sweater. I guess I was just good? Yeah, let's just go with that. Almost immediately, however, I saw yet another surprising thing waiting underneath her clothes. Okay. Perverts, I think we've done enough here. I think our job here is done. If you're into hypnotist like that, then definitely check out about investing and helping out this game. As a reminder, it's made by waifus and syrup. And yeah, I'm gonna cut it right there. But until next time, I'll see you in the next one. And again, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And maybe hypnotize some other people to subscribe. Right? No? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take off clothes. Oh yeah. Looting Mrs. Mallow, yeah.